One of football's greatest strengths is its willingness to evolve as the years have gone by and to adapt to the changing times. If you ask, the beautiful game is largely unrecognizable from that which was first created over 150 years ago. We have seen tens of rule changes over time to improve the game, and it's not any different now. The new Premier League season brings with it a new set of rules that are set to change how the sport is played. From offside to goal celebrations and even time wasting, we will see a change of key rules right from when the first ball is kicked to usher in the 2023-24 Premier League season. You know what? Let's just get into it and familiarize ourselves. The first and perhaps most significant change is the offside rule. This is not entirely new as we saw it in play last season, but some incidents during certain matches have forced it to be clarified and officially written into the law books, and it will make offside-based decision easier for referees and VAR. The new rule states that a player who is clearly offside should not become onside on every occasion when an opponent moves and touches the ball. Basically, this means that it will no longer be a guarantee that a player will be deemed onside if the ball touched an opponent before him. The aim is to basically provide some clarity on whether a defender deliberately played the ball or if it deflected off them. A lot of uncertainty surrounded the rule last season, with different match officials interpreting the rule differently, and hopefully it will be much clearer, even though the wording of the law might remain open to interpretation by different officials. Second is the goalkeeper conduct. We all remember Emi Martinez's antics during the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, right? Let's jog your memory a little bit. The Aston Villa man masterminded Argentina's World Cup win. In the final match against France, he distracted the French penalty takers, taunted them, and showboated as he made key saves. He became a hero in his home country, but for many fans across the world, it was not a good show, and the International Football Association Board took note, and they have decided to change the rules for all goalkeepers. Goalkeepers will not be allowed to deliberately distract penalty takers by touching the goalposts or the net that delays the execution of a penalty, or unfairly distract the taker. Well, this means Martinez will no longer play his mind games or show off his footwork skills. Clearly, he will have to find a new way to get into the heads of his opponents. Despite the new additions to the rule, there is no mention of the dancing and flailing arms that we have come to know from numerous keepers who do it to put off penalty takers. We couldn't think of a better example than Jerzy Dudek's show in the 2005 Champions League final against AC Milan, where he distracted the Milan players in their penalty shootout as Liverpool won the trophy, having come from 3 goals down. Third on the list is adding time for goal celebrations. Time wasting has been a major issue in football for a long time, and it's definitely encouraging to see the sport working towards eradicating the chronic issue. Starting the 2023-24 season, for any time wasted by a team's goal celebration, a similar amount of time will be added to the end of a game to compensate for the lost time. Well, no rule makes more sense more than this, and will give the opposition side a fair enough chance and plenty of time, as well as to perhaps get on the scoreboard themselves. We have seen it numerous times in the past where a team will score the winning goal with minutes left of the match before spending the next couple of minutes celebrating and effectively killing any chance of their opponent scoring an equalizer as a result. So, players be warned, the time-wasting antics will be a thing of the past. Lastly is the unsporting behavior. Starting with the new season in August, players may avoid being shown a card despite committing a foul if the referee determines they made a deliberate attempt to win the ball in a tackle. This will, without a doubt, be a massive change, especially when it concerns the last man fouling a player to prevent a goal-scoring opportunity. While in the past that would almost always result in the player being shown a straight red card, now they could escape any punishment if the referee somehow determines that they made a clear attempt to win the ball and not commit a foul. Just like the offside rule, though, the exact definition of what constitutes an unsporting behavior in this context is somewhat ambiguous and may be interpreted differently by different match officials. It promises to be an electric Premier League season, and we can't wait to experience the moments, the highs, the lows. We can't wait. Hopefully, the 4 rules, which really make sense, will help improve the sport.